Good morning, everybody. Today, your class comes with computer networking device. In a previous, we are talking about the topic like computer network, type of computer network, World Wide Web, important term of related to the internet. Now, we are talking about the networking device. This is the most important. Without this, you can't understand how to work our internet. So, in a single word, if you want to describe it, networking devices are the hardware device used to connect computer or other electronic device together on a network in order to share resource such as file or printer. That means it is the connecting tool, connectivity tool. Hardwares are tool, those make a connection. Without connection, you can't make a relation with each other. If this is not available, then your system not work in a proper way. So first device is modem. Modem in the sense modulation, demodulation. What is the meaning of modulation, demodulation? The main purpose of modem is convert digital signal into electrical signal. That means when you press keyboard or any devices to store your information like A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, then this content firstly stored in your system in a digital format. But when you send to others, suppose I want to send the email to any other person, in this situation our digital format comes in a wireless or in a wire communication, and in this time our signals change into radio wave or electrical wave. So modem is the necessary part, those convert signals into electrical signal into digital or digital to electrical, so known as the modem. So modem is the most important component, and this modems come in a two type in the sense, first is the internal modem. Those modem installed in your laptop or in your mobile or in your desktop, but the external modem you can install outside of your system, generally in a few large companies you can use to connect for making the connectivity. So these two type of modems comes in the market. External modem attach externally computer through the wire, but internal modem connected to the motherboard or system inside the CPU. So this is the most important part for making a communication, and this is the modem modulation, modulator, demodulator. Second is the hub. Hub is a connectivity component. You can connect your system through the wire. Generally you can see in your lab, school lab also. So hub is a central hardware. Okay, central hardware in the sense the main component for a network, and it may manage how to flow the data across the network. I mean, where you want to make a relation, suppose you are in a bank and the bank employee sitting in the first floor and want to the any type of from the second floor, so no need to go upwards. It will send message to other system, and the hub also manage where this information goes. So it is connecting device, and this device data sent and accept both. That means if I want to send, this is the sending. If any other send to me, it also accept and give to our computer. So it is the communication channel, and this communication help you to manage your all system across the network. Third is the switch. Switch just like a hub, but It also a central hardware device to manage the flow of information among the computer devices connected it. But like a hub, switch send data signals only to desired device rather than the sending to all device. The switch and hub are common as just comes in a central device, but the main difference between the hub immediately send your message to all systems immediately, but hub only send those system who desire. Suppose you want to send the system number 1, so then message only go for the system number 1, not to 2 and 3. But in a hub your message go to all systems those connected with your, and the system 1 be also seen, system 2 and 3 and many more who also seen your information. So this is the major difference between the switch and hub. Third is the router. The router, as per the name, who manage the route of information. Suppose you want to go your school, then you have a normal route from Manpur to the your school. You can cross the Abgilla and petrol pump and many more. So routers network generally used in the wide area network. In your school, this is also used for networking, internet using. So this device used to route the data across the different type of network when the computer are connected through the wide area network. Okay. Next is the gateway. What is the meaning of gateway? Gateway is a special networking. Generally, when you want to use internet, so gateway make a relation to all system those available across the world. So gateway help to connect to dissimilar network. Dissimilar network is the sense, suppose we are make a network in our school and I want to make a relation between the others. So the gateway can help you to and the not necessary कि as per our school those other station make also a connectivity. So in this situation we can use the gateway. It is the high speed interconnecting structure established to exchange the information among 2 or more network. That means it will work with more than 2 network immediately, where you want to send your information or you want to receive your information, and it acts also a security node. Security node in the sense it controlling data moving out the network. That means it control don't your data go to other network in which you want to send. In this location particularly your information is goes. And this is the network devices, but how to work? So what is the protocol? Protocol in the sense what is the rule and regulation. Without protocol, without rule and regulation, or without software, your system can't be make a relation with to any others, to any other system. So protocols is a way, those you can say data transfer on the network involves the communication between the client and server. And then question is raised, what is the client and what is the server are those system who control or who manage all incoming and outgoing, but the client just like a single user. Suppose if you want to send a email, so firstly you are a client, you want to make a request, so please our message to send in a particular input box or in particular mailbox. So server system and the client system, it is the major part of your network, and some standard set of rules and regulation to use to manage 2 system and make communication possible. If protocols are not available, that means protocol in the sense the software or programs who manage the all incoming outgoing, if it is not available in your system, then your working situations are not comes in a proper way. So first protocol is the hypertext transfer protocol HTTP. Once I'm saying you, okay, I'm give some images or text on a WhatsApp. You can also find out on your class WhatsApp group class. So first is the HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is the communication protocol used by the client machine to send and request to the web server for a web page and at server end. Suppose if you want to search any information on your Google, so you can open the page on web browser like Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, and Google Chrome. So most popular the web browsers. When you write http :/google.com and when you press enter, then immediately your system send to request to the server you want a page. Those page comes on your screen for as per your task what you want to search. So it is the necessary part. So HTTP using HTTP for sending request to the web server, and this also help you according to the your request what server response it, and this sending this request and this response made by the help of Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Protocol this means rule and regulation, नियम कायदा कानून जो आप कह सकते हो. So generally World Wide Web www access hypertext document with the help of web browser, or in this communication it interact to the remote machine. Remote machine in the sense those machine away from your eyesight based on a geographical aspect. Suppose if you want to open your Facebook account, then your Facebook server not at your home, it is at the California or America or any other places. So it is the necessary part. Okay. Second is the TCP IP. TCP IP, Transmission Control Protocol and Internet Protocol. Transmission in the sense how to transmit your information, your data one to other. Okay. So internet use packet switching technique to transfer the data, and job of converting the information into the equal size packet is the responsibility of TCP at the source computer. Firstly you understand, suppose you are in a market and your grocery or any items in a huge amount. So how do you manage it? So firstly you make a small packet, those you can easily to carry out one to another location. So just like when you send any type of information request, or suppose you send your email, you send your photographs, you send your documents, if you send your biodata or any files, so these files firstly convert into the equal size packet in a small packets, and these packets maintained by TCP. If this TCP not work in a proper way, then your data can't be sent one to another location. So TCP responsible for the source computer, and it make small packets of your data, and also responsible for the reassembling. Reassembling in the sense when you make your small packets at the shop, and when you come to the home, then all packets you can open and make a large. So like this receive the packet those sent by the another location and comes to the destination computer, and it make a original information for the user. Suppose you want to send your email to your friend, so this email comes in a small packets and sent to the internet through the TCP and IP, and another location where TCP/IP also available, and this make all information into one for a usable form. So IP assign the address. What is the role of the IP? TCP make a communication packets and responsible for making a packet and reassembling a packet. But the IP internet protocol set the address, in which location, in which address your data goes want to go, जहाँ पर आप उसे भेजना चाहते हैं. So the address of destination computer of each packet added by the IP. So with the help of TCP, transmission control protocol, or internet protocol over the network of their destination. So these make a complete communication channel. If these protocols are not available in your desktop, so it make a very big problem. Then comes a file transfer protocol, FTP. It is the most important part of your file, and it also comes as a protocols. So file transfer protocols, or you can say that it is the standard internet protocol, and it is used for transmitting files between the computer on the internet. Suppose you want to send your Word file to your friend through the email. So these files transmit with the help of file transfer protocol, FTP. If FTP is in a damaged format, then your data can't be sent. So communication channel between the client and server, command channel for controlling the transmission, and data channel for transmitting the data. FTP, using FTP, a client can upload, download, delete, move, or rename the file on the server. With the help of FTP, you can upload your file, delete your file, download your file, rename your file, or move your file. That means all type of action you can play on server with the help of file transfer protocol. If this protocol is not available, it is not possible to send any file or any image also come in a data, any image to the another location. Next is the IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol. It is the standard email protocol. It is used to store email message on the mail server, but allow to the user to view and manipulate the message. Suppose if you send your mail, so then this protocol manage your information to the user server. Okay, and here your message view by your friend, manipulate by your friend, or delete by your friend, it depend upon the user. So these are stored on their local computer. Using this, we can manage our mail in a different folders. So this is the Internet Message Access Protocol, IMAP. It is the most crucial part for email services. Then SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol used when email is delivered from email client or an email server, or when email is delivered from one email server to another. Mail Transfer Protocol. Firstly, IMAP help you to manage your information if you want to delete, modify anything else. But Mail Transfer Protocol, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, help you to how to deliver your server. Suppose you send to another, or anyone can send you to you. So those information come to sending and receiving, and this is managed by the Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. And the last is the Internet and Intranet. This is the most important thing, and how to manage, and what is the difference between the internet and intranet. Internet is accessible. Internet is accessible every user around the world, over all the world. Every computer internet is identified by unique internet protocol IP address and a unique set of numbers, those I am said you in a previous, and which identify a computer's location. So internet is a wide area, but the intranet is a private network. It is established in an organization like universities or offices or schools. Computer in intranet is not available to the world outside. This type of network only for organization, not for the other person or other those who want to use across the world. Usually each organization has their own internet network. An employee of the company can access the computer in their intranet. Each computer in intranet is also identify the IP address which is unique among the computers in the intranet. IP address also play a major role, but it will comes in a small area. A small area in the sense in our organization like universities, and they are in this location the employee can use the system, and this system managed by the internet service. So you can also easily understand what is the difference between the internet and intranet. Internet comes in across the globe, but intranet it is the small area and comes in organizations. I think so. You have any problem, then you can ask on our website group. Thank you.